you hear that? I have this really cool lick, and I blew it. I want to show you today a way that I would debug that very problem, and it's our friend the metronome. Now, before you run away, stick with me here because this technique works. I've watched world-class guitar players do this very thing, and it works, and even the pros use it. Here's how to fix problems in your playing. I'm Jim Deeming, Fingerstyle instructor for JamPlay.com. I want to give you a quick little lesson on why you should not throw away your metronome, and if you have a smartphone, you should download a free one and start using it right now. It's a great little tool for fixing problems, and like I demonstrated at the beginning of this video, I got this hot little lick that I love to use, but sometimes it gives me trouble. There's a way to fix this, and I'm going to show you how I use a metronome and what we call looping practice to fix that problem. I played that little ditty, the whole ragtime chord piece, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave out the rest of the song and focus on that lick that I flubbed, all right? And the way that lick should go is like this. All right, and where I always have trouble with this is right there at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I would diagnose where the problem spot is, isolate it, and fix it. All right, and we do that with a metronome, and I have this set at 100 beats a minute. We might want to go a little bit slower, actually. Painfully slow. I recommend painfully slow, actually. Let's see if I can play this lick correctly at 80 beats per minute. There's our friend the metronome, and the lick goes like this. I already told you right there is where I usually have trouble, and this time I got it right, but let's say I wasn't getting it right, I would even isolate it further. And maybe the problem is that I'm just not getting the right fingers at play here. Licks, when they move fast like that, oftentimes what makes them flow is smart fingering choices. And so we're going to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate that last bit. And what I'm doing here is I'm really focusing with my eyes on where those fingers are, which fingers I'm using. What tends to happen when you're cascading down like this, you get all excited about getting it started right, and then things start to fall apart. So you just try to end on the downbeat where you're supposed to and call it good enough. We're going to isolate a strong ending here. I did that a whole bunch of times, and then I said, okay, I think I got it. Let's run it up to 100, and I'll do another dozen loops here. And you might even go up a little faster. Just go to 110 and see how we're doing. 3, 4. Now that we've done a bunch of reps on this, let's plug it back into the big lick. Oh, all of a sudden that's not a flub anymore. Now it's something I'm familiar with, and I'm relaxed because I know which fingers are supposed to be there. Still with the metronome. Let's get a little closer to performance speed and see how we do. All right, now for the sake of time, let's just start. What I want you to take away from this, besides that lick, you're welcome to steal it if you want it. It's actually from Buster B. Jones. See how you can isolate a problem spot, loop on the problem, then expand it out to being in context a little bit more, like in my case, the full lick. Once I've got the whole thing done, then we play the whole song, and the lick should be polished now and ready to go. I hope I've convinced you to start working with your metronome. I know this technique will work and help improve your playing. For more tips and tricks like this, check out my live video courses on JamPlay.com. All right, let's see if I got this now. Still could use a little more practice, but